Hello, my name is Tanya, and I'm going to be doing a year ahead reading for Scorpio Sun, Pisces Rising, 2 water signs. This is going to be a 12-month reading. Well, I'm going to be pulling a card, one for each month. I'm also going to pull a card from the bottom of the deck to see what the general theme of the year is or what additional message the guides have for you. On that note, I do read intuitively more so than the exact readings of the cards, so whatever comes over intuitively, I give more weight to that, and that might be a message you get instead of the regular typical reading of a card. And then with Pisces as your rising sign, people may see you as someone who is very openly emotional. At the same time passionate, but more so very much in touch with your emotions, possibly even very intuitive, especially with Scorpio as your sun sign. Scorpio can also be very intuitive. And with Pisces as your rising, that means your sun is most likely, not in all cases, but most likely in your 9th house. The 9th house is the house of philosophy, religion, long-distance travel. So you could be, as far as your sun sign, you may be very passionate, or you may have a lot of long-distance friends or people that you've met in other countries that you stay in touch with. You may also be very much into a chosen or specific religion, or have certain areas that you're very much dive into the deep end as far as researching them. So let's see what cards come up for our Scorpio Sun, Pisces Rising people, viewers. What do we have for our Scorpio Sun, Pisces Rising viewers for the next year? My little dog is watching intently. Let's see if she lets me finish this reading. All right. So we're going to go from November through October. So it's November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, and then on the bottom of the deck we have the 8 of Pentacles. Excuse me. So this may be a year where you're very focused on work or perfecting a very specific area of your life. It feels like work, though. You may be very focused on work, or a lot of this could have to do with work. That's what I'm getting from this 8 of Pentacles for you. The 8 of Pentacles are about an earth element, and they're about material things, and they can be very much about what you do for a living or what you do to earn money to acquire things. The 8 of Pentacles is usually attaining mastery over a particular skill. So I feel very much like it's work related from this too. And when looking at your reading overall, it looks like you have ups and downs throughout this next year. Yeah, it's going to be a roller coaster. That's what I'm getting for you. Sorry, but that's what I'm getting. Let's see as we look into each card or each month what we have going on now. We're starting out here with the 8 of Cups in November. This is a card where you are walking away from some emotions. Cups are about emotions and intuition. You're walking away from something that no longer serves you. You're ready to let it go and move on with your life. So here in November, this is you walking away from a situation, a relationship, or some emotions, something that in the past would have held you back because of how you feel about it. You're walking away from that. and moving on with your life. It's time for a new chapter. In December, so 6 of Wands. Wands are fire elements. It's about, think of passion, creativity, bold. Don't you dare. Sorry, talking to my pup. Bold, very active, just active movement. Not afraid of the fire because they are the fire, right? The 6 of Wands is about taking a victory lap, about celebrating your success. So this or something that happened before over here, it's time to celebrate that success. It's time to celebrate something that you did. And this is saying accept the praise, accept the accolades. Don't shy away from that recognition. Own it. Be proud of it. Take the bow. Don't try and scuttle away and hide in a corner. Take the bow. Let yourself be seen. Let yourself be seen. That feels like what needs to be said here. In December, let yourself be seen. And in a good way. It's only positive attention. So get comfortable with that. In January, we have the Star. The Star is a major arcana card. And it's about, in some ways, it's about self-care, making sure that your needs are taken care of, and also looking for your own star in the sky. You are the star, right? This is you again. Don't hold on to that energy. Hold on to this energy here. Bring it with you into January. Okay, and I'm going to take a brief intermission for my dog. I'll be right back. This is about holding on to that feeling of being a star, of having that recognition, that glow. This is you. This is your star up here. So hold on to that sensation. Bring that into your being. Bring that into your chest, into your solar plexus. So it's very much a solar plexus energy. It wants you to have that confidence, to nurture it. So nurture your confidence, nurture your self-confidence. They really want you to focus on that self-confidence, on that solar plexus chakra, is what I'm getting. And believing it in your heart of hearts at the same time. So in a way, it's 2 chakras that you're building up here. But really, really, really holding on to this energy into January. And taking care of yourself at the same time. Embracing that part of you. Because you do deserve that recognition. You are good at what you do. Integrate that into your being. And I think that's what you'll be doing in January. Or that's what it'll feel like. And then we come to February. With the 3 of Swords. Can be a card about heartbreak. I mean, that's what it looks like, right? This is about not necessarily heartbreak. It's, hold on a moment, and I'm sorry, in the background you may hear my dog getting all excited about going to bed. I am just pausing for a moment to consider what's coming through here. It feels like, it does feel like a slashed heart in a way. So you may be heartbroken about a specific situation or person. Perhaps there is a breakup in February, which would feel very devastating. But because this is swords are about our thoughts, right? And 3 is a community card. So there may be another person involved. If there are 3 people involved in this situation, you knew that your connection was not really a heart connection with this other person. You may have known that they were interested in this other person already, but you had been having trouble letting go of the idea of the relationship, of what it looked like on paper, if you will. So you may be more heartbroken over the fact that almost in a way you didn't win. That what looked so good on paper wasn't in fact reality. So there will be some heartbreak. It's not going to turn out the way you wanted or you expected, but it's going to turn out the way it was meant to. So February may be a hard month for you. But again, it's not really because your heart was fully invested in this relationship. It was your idea of what it should have been. Okay, sorry I was interrupted by my dog again. So February is going to be tough. It's a hard lesson to learn, but you need to be fully involved on an emotional, on a soul level with someone, and less so on, oh, we have a lot in common though. It's less about the surface. So your idea of how things should have been is what you're most heartbroken about. Your ideal was not achieved or not real in this situation. And then we're moving into March with the sun. This is about joy. So whatever happened here, it turns out to be the best thing for you. And you're feeling that here in March. This card of joy, of feeling that sun and spring on your skin and just that vitamin D here, right? It is a card of joy, of happiness. So things are good for you. Even just a month later, things turn around. So I think I said earlier, you're going to have kind of this roller coaster month, right? This act, walking away from something emotionally, this rise here, this recognition, taking time for that self-care and really integrating that applause and that acknowledgement of what you're capable of here. And then, this heartbreak in February, and then this joy again here in March. It feels, for me, really, really good in that heart space, in the chest. I'm feeling that warmth in the heart, in the chest, in the throat too. So it's a real expression of your joy too for this month, where you're really able to talk about how you feel, but in a joyful, in a way that is very healing, not just for you, but for all of those that are around you. It's almost like you completely accept what's going on and you're actually happy for them now because things have turned around, because you realize that this wasn't really what you wanted and you still love all the people involved. And you almost want happiness for them here. But also it's just that, no wonder, it feels like such a relief now. You're free. You didn't realize how much this was weighing you down before. And now you have that sense of freedom, that sense of joy, that lightness. Like a weight's been lifted off of your shoulders. And then we come into April with the Lover's card, a major arcana card. This might be where you're meeting someone, that one that is meant for you. Okay, and that is what I'm getting here from it. Sometimes for me, this is just a partnership or about contracts. It's also a card about making a decision about what you want out of a relationship. Do you really want to be with this person or not? Are you ready to fully commit or not? Or meeting someone new and deciding whether or not you're interested in pursuing that. But it is a time of kind of making an agreement. So an agreement to date, an agreement to get married, an agreement to get divorced even, is what this could be. But it is about a decision involving a partnership, business or romantic, or even a close friendship. Are you guys staying together, or is it time to move on? Your choice. Then we're coming down into May with the Queen of Swords. Swords are about our thoughts. I don't think you've had a sword yet. Yep. Swords are about our thoughts, knowledge, communication. Queens are the nurturer in that suit. So she is a very good listener. But she is, and she's looking toward the future, if you see this, about looking toward what's coming and observing. Very observant is the word I'm getting here too for this. It's almost like you're taking a time out and in a contemplative mood, doing an assessment of where you are in life right now and what your goals might want to be for the future. Okay, that's what wants to come out. Setting your goals, seeing where you're at. You can see here there is this little bowl kind of behind chains here. It is a cup, right? Our emotions. So she's taken and locked away the emotions, any emotions that are attached to whatever decision she's considering here. So there is some decision coming in May that you need to take the emotion out of it. You need to look at it from a purely logical point of view in order to see what it is you want in the future to have, what choice you want to make. So this could be something that's a job. It could be financial. What else could this be with her? It could be advice that someone has given you or that you're seeking from someone. But I feel this is you contemplating something and consciously taking the emotion out of the decision. It's something that you want to be based totally on logic, pure facts. Just give me the facts. Don't tell me how you feel about it. So it might be that someone else is asking for your opinion on something because they're too emotionally involved in it and you're not. So that, that feels like that could be that. Someone seeking you out for advice on something because you're not emotionally connected to the situation. So think carefully about what advice you're going to give. Have a clear understanding with them that you are not going to look at it from any emotions, whatever facts they give you or what you'll base your decision on. So that's in May. In June, you decide to start something new, 100% completely new to you, something you've never tried before. You're ready to trust that it'll just work out, right? She's taking a trust fall into this water, believing that everything will work out. She won't hit any rocks on the way. The water is deep enough. It's not just a shallow puddle. Trust. 100% trust that whatever's coming will be for the best. And everything will work out the way that it should. This is you in June. So something comes up. Something sparks your fancy. Or you decide, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. It's a very, can't think of the word. It's not coming to it. I just want to say freeing sensation. To be that open to all the possibilities that are out there and just trusting that, you know what, whatever comes, we'll find a way. And then comes July. There's going to be some quick, sudden change that shakes everything down to the foundation, right? Shakes you down to your very core and causes a immediate reaction, an immediate need to do something, one way or the other, whatever it is. But the bottom line is the message of the Tower card is that it's time to get rid of what's not working forcefully. The decision's taken away from you. This is happening whether you want it to or not. It might be something that you've seen is coming, or it may not. But something abrupt happens here in July That cannot be undone. You have to start over after this is done. In whatever area of your life this is, it's time to start over. And you can't go back and rebuild it the same way. It's just not going to be the same. It's an irrevocable, does that even seem right? It can't be rebuilt the same way, and it should not be, because it wasn't as strong as you thought it was in the first place. That's why it came crumbling down. So this, again, may feel, depending on how you view it, depending on what area it is, it's something that could be very devastating, while at the same time almost feel like a relief, because you knew it wasn't working. You knew it wasn't going to be good. You were feeling stuck, maybe even. And the universe, the divine, decided to take the decision out of your hands and just knock it all down. Say, there, let's clear all the rubble out of the way and just start from scratch. Rebuild your life. So you may be looking forward to that, especially with this Fool card right before it. You're in the right mindset when it hits to just trust that everything's going to work out. And then we come to the Wheel. How appropriate is that after the Tower? The Wheel is about change. Things are changing. So this is going to cause a big change for you. All right, the Wheel is going to keep moving whether you like it to or not. Moving forward, it's moving in a downward motion, right? Usually, are you up over here or are you down here? It feels like you're right here where this T is because of the Tower. So you're coming out of a struggle. You're coming out of the hard. The hard part is almost over. Change is coming. And you're almost at the downside where it's just going to move around forward, right? In your favor. This is August again. Yeah, it does feel like this is kind of where you are on the wheel at the beginning of this month. By the end of the month, you're going to be just over on the other side where things start going smoothly again, or coming easily to you. You'll have that you're going to start getting the forward momentum, right? And you're not on the backside trying to make it up over again. It feels like things start to smooth out for you again here. After this big change, then there's more changes coming, but change has to occur because of what happened in July. It just might not be exactly what you were expecting it to be, so you may need to be flexible. That's what it is. You're going to need to be flexible here in August and ready to adapt to whatever new situation comes up. And then in September, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Pentacles, yep, as I've said, are an earth sign. And this is about, the Seven of Pentacles is a time of reflection, which again is appropriate after all these changes. Now you're taking time to say, okay, wait, what are my resources? What do I have going on? Who do I know? Where do I want to live? What options are available to me? How is work going? Is everything growing the way I want it to grow right now? In any areas of your life. Well, because it's Pentacles in particular, it's about our material things. So this can be related to job or home. Are things going the way they should? Do I need to change anything? Do I need to uproot everything? Do I just need to do some pruning? Do I need to water? Do I need to water less? Do I need to water more? Do I need to add fertilizer? That kind of time. So take time to assess where you're at in September. Get a gauge where you are at that point in time so you can make a plan or have an idea of what the next couple months need to do. Or if you need to make a change, another change, if you need to put focus in a specific area or not, or if you're on the right track. Yes. And then we are ending on the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is a card about challenges. And again, swords, which is about our thoughts, our knowledge. And I think I just said 5s are about challenges, but it's almost like what I'm getting for you here is you want to control the way the outcome's going to happen, and you can't. So you keep trying to control everything else around you instead of controlling how you handle the situation and what you can control, which is yourself. So you're trying to round everything up. It's almost like this is you here, and you're like, okay, if everybody would just come over here and everybody would just work together in this area, in this way, in this space, taking these steps, then everything will be fine. But that's not how it works. Everybody has their own idea about how things should work. Everybody has their own path. All you can do is take the step forward, walk out of that conflict, walk out of that chaos. Let go of those thoughts, of that control. So this is going to be a challenge for you next October, is you may get caught up in some anxiety, in some conflicting thoughts and opinions. You may be trying to control something that you shouldn't, that you need to let go of so that you can move on, so that you don't keep maybe thinking back to, well, maybe I should have done this, I should have done that, all these should haves in your head. I am almost hearing, take the advice you gave someone back here in May. Here in October, you need to think back to what advice you gave someone in May and take that advice for yourself. Follow your own advice is what I'm getting here for you for this card. Let go of that. Stop holding on so tightly. You need to let go so that you can move forward and get out of this cycle here. Okay. That is what I have for Scorpio Sun, Pisces Rising for the next year. Please hit that like button and please hit subscribe and help me grow my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later.